Hey everybody, welcome to Picks and Choose. My name's Emily, and today I want to sort of explain what I'm hoping that this channel will be, as well as get started on one project that I want to do on the channel. So the idea for this channel is that I would like to do some food reviews, snack reviews, some food travel with or without my cat. Scoots. This is Scooter. He is not reviewing today. But anyways, so today, to sort of start off what I'm wanting to do, I got a ton of M&Ms. A absolute ton. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 different varieties of M&Ms. I didn't even realize there were this many M&Ms on the market. And so, while I sort of explain a little bit about this channel, I'm going to try some M&Ms and give you guys a review of what I think of them. Okay, so I've got 10 different varieties of M&Ms, and I'm going to review them. And I'm going to start out with the plainest that M&Ms can be, which is just the standard milk chocolate M&Ms. So, regular milk chocolate M&Ms come in multiple colors. Blue, green, brown, orange, red, and yellow. So, yes, I think that's all. Blue, green, yeah. And the regular M&Ms are just milk chocolate flavor. Scooter really wants to review. Scooter, go away. Go, Scoots. So the regular M&Ms are fairly small, little circular shapes. Scooter had to go away for a little bit. He can't be trusted around food. So, M&Ms are these circular little candies. They're not flat, they're convex. They're sort of ovally shaped. And the plain ones are just a candy-coated chocolate disc. Standard American milk chocolate. Nothing special, but just sort of as a baseline. The next one I'm going to try are the M&M Minis. And M&M Minis, most of the time, M&M Minis come in a tube, a little tube. So this is the M&M Minis tube. The M&M Minis are the same basic shape as an M&M, only significantly smaller. And the same flavor as an M&M. Standard milk chocolate. I feel like maybe there's a little less candy coating on a mini. So they do seem softer than a regular M&M. The next M&M, if you're going to find 2 varieties of M&Ms in a store, the other one you'll find is probably going to be peanut M&M. So in the yellow package, peanut M&Ms are sort of the other standard flavor. Peanut M&Ms are always sort of irregular because the peanut themselves, being a natural item, are always sort of irregular. They're generally an oval shape. They're usually bigger than the milk chocolate ones, but there's a lot of variation in size and shape amongst peanut M&Ms. There's not as much uniform shape to them. They're the same colors as the regular M&Ms though. What really sets them apart, of course, is the flavor, which comes courtesy of a peanut inside the chocolate. So it's a peanut that's been enrobed in chocolate and then coated in candy coating. So it's nutty and sweet, a little less pure sugary sweet than the regular M&Ms, which are just sugary milk chocolate. So I prefer the peanut M&Ms because they give a little bit of sort of a salty peanutty taste. One of my personal favorite kinds of M&M is the peanut butter M&Ms. So peanut butter M&Ms come in this orange packaging. Peanut butter M&Ms are also kind of lumpy like peanut M&Ms, but not quite as much. They are a little bit more uniform in that they're mostly this round shape, and they're a lot thicker than a plain M&M. Like, that's a plain M&M and a peanut M&M, or peanut butter M&M. So they're bigger, but that's because of the filling. So on the inside of the peanut butter M&M is about a regular M&M sized glob of peanut butter. And then it's encased in chocolate and candy coating. And they're a little sweeter than just the peanut M&Ms, a little less salty, but they still have the nuttiness. So they are better than the milk chocolate in my book. But having them right after having a peanut M&M, I prefer the saltiness and textural difference of the peanut M&M to the sort of textural blandness, textural uniformity of the peanut butter M&Ms. So the next one, another sort of standard flavor, is almond M&Ms. And these are sort of different. Well, one, they're in a tan package, and they're different because these particular ones are in a plastic bag, and none of the other M&Ms I have are in plastic. They're all in waxed paper. So that's kind of unusual. The almond M&Ms are a bit more uniform in shape than the peanut M&Ms. They are mostly all this teardrop almond shape, and they are larger than a regular M&M, obviously, and larger than most of the peanut M&Ms. Or at least most of the almond M&Ms are, the ones that I've shaken out here. There's a whole almond in there. The almond is harder than a peanut, so there's more of a snap to an almond M&M. There's also a little dryness, like you have with raw roasted almonds. It doesn't say. Like you sometimes have with like raw or lightly roasted almonds. Not a lot of saltiness, but a little bit of the more refined almond taste. So it really cuts the sweetness back. The almond ones are very good. My only wish is that I could get some almond M&Ms that were in dark chocolate. Those would be nice. Next one, some of these, like the almond, and the next couple I had to get in the share size, so they're huge. All of them except for one of the next ones. So the next one is the crispy M&M, which they had when I was younger, and then they went away, and now they're back. And now they're back in this lime green color package. And they have a Rice Crisp inside them. So they're called crispy M&Ms. So the crispy M&Ms have a ridiculous amount of size variance. There's some in here that are big enough that they look like a peanut butter M&M. And there's some in here that are smaller than regular M&Ms, or about the size of a regular M&M. So there's a big variation. They're very irregular. They're lumpy. They're odd shaped. There's a lot more of these double looking M&Ms. But that's not a bad thing. They look a little less perfect. And I don't mind that. So, bite into one. So there's a rice puff on the inside of them. And they're light and airy, and they do not disappoint in the crisp factor. They are, in fact, very crispy. These feel light enough that they would be really easy to just throw back and eat a ton of them without realizing that you had eaten a ton of M&Ms. And looking at the calorie counts on them, yeah, the crispy M&Ms are the least calorie dense, least calorie rich of the M&Ms that I've tried so far, closely followed by the almond. So these are 130 calories per serving, and the almond is 140 calories per serving. And the others are pretty much all in the 200 something range. So the next one is another big share size, so it's actually even less calories in the crispy. But these are in this bold blue package. These are pretzel M&Ms. I think we're getting into the M&Ms that I've not had. I don't know if I've had pretzel M&Ms, and I know that I've not had the last three. Okay, so by and large, it looks like the pretzel M&Ms are this sort of almost perfect spherical shape. A little bit like a Whopper or malted milk ball. Some of them are smaller than others, but they're very light, like the crispy M&Ms. They're very light. So there's pretzel in it, so it's gonna have lots of air, right? So the pretzel is a little hard to bite through, and it is definitely a little hard pretzel nugget. There's definitely pretzel taste to it. That hard to explain, maybe malty pretzel taste. And salty. So if you're into salty and sweet, if you're maybe making a salty and sweet snack mix or something, maybe the pretzel M&Ms would be something to look at. They definitely have that nice blend. They are a little breadier than the crispy M&Ms. The crispy M&Ms, that rice puff will sort of melt in your mouth. But the pretzel doesn't really. The pretzel does stay around. Not quite what I was expecting, but I don't mean that in a bad way. The next one is one that I'm a little hesitant to try, because I'm kind of hit or miss on caramel or caramel, I suppose, depending on where you're from. The caramel M&Ms, they're fairly new, and they're in this, what color would you call it? Purpley blue. Royal blue, not royal blue. Sort of a bluish violetish color. Anyways, they're in that package with caramel written in caramel. So they are larger and they look like, almost just like the peanut butter M&Ms, really. Almost identical to the peanut butter M&Ms in terms of shape and size. So, now I will bite into it. It just mushes when you bite into it. It's sticky caramel. So there's less definition between the chocolate and the caramel layers in terms of looks. And in terms of flavor, the chocolate does sort of overpower the caramel, making it taste a little more like a Raisin than like a Rolo, where you have the toffee, liquidy toffee in the middle. More like a chocolate flavored caramel than like a chocolate with caramel. The next one I want to try is a limited edition, I believe. It doesn't say that on the package, but I'm pretty sure it is. A limited edition flavor in this teal package. And that is hazelnut spread. So hazelnut spread M&Ms, and so these are supposed to taste like, I'm assuming, like Nutella. Or Nutella. Whatever you call that. Again, these look a little bit like the peanut butter M&Ms, only some of them are a little smaller and flatter. So there's a nugget of like Nutella type paste in there that just sort of pulled out like the first peanut butter one I tried did. That's unexpected. So it's light colored in there. The cream. So the inside is sort of a little nugget of hazelnut paste. And the chocolatey part of the hazelnut spread, the chocolatey part of the light Nutella, comes from the chocolate on the outside of the M&M. These aren't as good as I thought they would be. They're a little plain. There needs to be more hazelnut taste to them. It doesn't taste super different from just like chocolate. Just pure chocolate. Needs more rich, nutty oomph. Last M&Ms. The last one I've got are fudge brownie flavored. They're in this sort of orchid color package. I've never had these before. Let's find out how they are. Once again, these are about the size of the peanut butter ones in shape, generally. Maybe a little rounder. They're big, lumpy M&Ms. No, absolutely not what I expected. So I thought it would be like a lump or a glob of brownie batter flavored cream in the middle, but instead it's more like the pretzel M&M, and that there's a little chunk of like bready brownie in the middle. Very interesting. Super unexpected. Really good. I didn't have high hopes for these, but they have succeeded. I kind of love you, fudge brownie M&Ms. Okay, so here is a critical part of what makes picks and choose is after tasting several snacks, I also am going to sort of pick out what things that I liked the best. So, out of this myriad of M&Ms that I've tried tonight, I'm gonna pick the ones that I liked the best. I want to narrow it down and then I want to pick my favorite. So, peanuts, one of my favorites out of what we've had. Almond. Surprisingly pretzel. And fudge brownie. Okay. My absolute favorite is the fudge brownie. I just can't fight that. That's delicious. The way that it tastes like a real, like the middle of a brownie, it's fantastic. And it's not too rich. It's not too overpowering. It's somehow just right. The only thing that would make it better is if it had some like nutty flavor to it. Because as you might notice, two in my favorites pile are the nutty flavors. And the only thing about the fudge brownie is it might be a little much just to sit down and eat a bag of. And so if I were going to the store and just turning up a bag of M&Ms, I would go with the classic peanut. They're just a classic. So my two favorites are peanut and fudge brownie. M&Ms are one of the items in the United States that's highly seasonable. One of the items in the United States that changes a lot with the seasons. So I may revisit M&Ms at some point when we start getting out some strange flavors. Maybe around Halloween and Christmas time. So, now you understand the general premise of what Picks and Choose is going to be. Another food review channel. My hope is to bring in some of my friends to let them give their perspective on some of the foods that I try, some of the foods that I bring in, some of the strange things that I find, and to get multiple opinions on some foods that you might have never heard of before, or that you might have just never thought about reviewing. Like, who thinks about reviewing plain old M&Ms? If you are interested in what you saw here today, if you want to see more food reviews, subscribe to this channel. Do the thing with the notification bell. Click on that. If there's anything you're interested in seeing reviewed, leave a comment in the comment section. And I will go ahead and say I do know what the next video is going to be because I actually filmed it first. So the next video will be me and one of my friends reviewing Boxu, a Japanese subscription crate with snacks from all over Japan. So if you're interested in seeing that, at least subscribe for one more video, right? See ya! The guy at the Shell station thinks I'm legitimately crazy now.